Welcome to Travels Through Tea, day 16 of our 24 days of tea. And today we are going to look at a turmeric moringa herbal tea, Tisane. As mentioned before, Tisane or herbal tea is not tea at all. And as I said before, I will always go on about this. It's an infusion. It includes no Camellia sinensis, no actual tea. But it does involve a lot of different herbs and spices, and in this case, turmeric, which we've talked about before, and moringa, which is a new one to me, actually. I'm pretty excited to try this. So turmeric, often described as earthy, bitter, musky, peppery, very rusty in color, very clay-like. It actually comes from a ginger plant, but it tastes nothing like ginger, and it is that unmistakable hallmark flavor of curry. Absolutely wonderful. Moringa are pods that come from the tropical moringa tree, and it's said to taste like sweet green beans. So this should be really interesting. So an interesting idea for a tea. We tend to think of teas as more herbal or even floral or sweet. And this one is going to, I'm willing to bet, be very savory. So we'll find out. Moringa has been cultivated for centuries in India. It's believed to have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties and to also aid in blood sugar control. Combined with turmeric, it is believed or said to be a superfood, helping control blood sugar, cholesterol, high blood pressure, arthritis, suppress cancer cells, boost your immune system, act as an antifungal and antibacterial, also a memory booster. Who can't use that, especially right now in the middle of a pandemic when all of our brains have kind of gone to neutral. Now, I am not a doctor. There is no way that I can verify or qualify or validate these claims, but I can see why people would want to drink it if they believe it happens to have those properties. Those would be wonderful things to have. So let's take a look at it. It smells like that clay of Central California on a very dry and dusty day that I've talked about before. You can see the turmeric in there. That's that red clay looking stuff. Some sort of a leaf. Maybe that's the moringa. I don't know. Again, a good tea sommelier never gives up their recipe. But oh my goodness, that smells so clay-like. I would say definitely very earthy and musky. I'm not smelling a lot of peppery in there, however. All right, let's see what this looks like and how it tastes. If it provides any of those properties that it claims to have, I'm all for it. I don't care what it tastes like. So let's see. I expected it. Actually, look, you can see how small those leaves are. They went right through my strainer. I expected it, honestly, to be a little more orange than that. So it's very golden in color. A lot of times these teas that have turmeric in them will actually leave almost a little kind of clay sludge in the bottom of the pot. Have to be extremely well cleaned. All right, let's try a taste. It's almost odorless. That's very surprising. It's been steeping for about 5 minutes. As I swirl it, that releases some of the scent. And I would definitely say musky, and if they hadn't said green beans, I would have said, what's that vegetable? It almost smells like an edamame. And surprisingly, as often comes up with these turmeric and Tisane teas, it tastes nothing like it smells. It's not at all bitter. It's not at all peppery. Mm. Mm. It does taste savory, but in a very delightful way. It's not a heavy tea or herbal infusion. It's, I'm trying to think of what it tastes like. It tastes a little like green vegetables, but not in that sort of deeply kale or asparagus sort of way. So interesting. I'm going to have to try more moringa. I taste very little of the turmeric, but it's there as an undertone. This tastes like a light sort of marinade you might put on chicken or maybe some beef. It's actually quite delicious. Like I said, I'm probably always going to say that. Most teas I find terribly delicious. Asking me what different teas taste like is asking kids in an ice cream shop what their favorite ice cream is. All of them for very different reasons. I hope it's true what they say about this, because it would be great to think I could drink that every day and receive all those benefits from it. Even if not, it's just great to drink. All right, thanks again for joining me, and I will see you on day 17.